Ever thought about how Chinese warfare evolved over thousands of years? The genesis of this epic saga can be traced back to the Shang dynasty, a period spanning from 1600 to 1046 BC. This was an age where the strength of a soldier was measured by the bronze in his hands, and the thunderous rumble of chariots first echoed across battlefields. The Shang dynasty set the stage, igniting the spark of warfare that would shape the future of China. Thus began an era of warfare that would shape China for centuries to come. Fast forward to the Warring States period, where warfare took a dramatic turn. This era, spanning from 475 to 221 BC, saw the face of battle change in significant ways. One of the most impactful shifts was the introduction of iron weapons. This new technology not only increased the effectiveness of soldiers but also democratized warfare, as iron was more accessible and easier to work with than the previously used bronze. Simultaneously, the use of cavalry started to gain prominence, adding a new dynamic to battlefields. Now, armies could move faster and strike with greater force, fundamentally altering strategies and tactics. Perhaps the most revolutionary development was the crossbow. With its long range and powerful impact, it allowed even unskilled soldiers to become lethal from a distance. The Warring States period ended with the unification of China under the Qin dynasty, marking a new chapter in Chinese warfare. But what about the advent of gunpowder, you may ask? Well, let's delve into the era of the Tang dynasty from 618 to 907 AD. This was a period that saw the introduction of gunpowder to warfare, forever altering the landscape of conflict. Initially, gunpowder was used in flamethrowers. These terrifying weapons, spewing forth flames, were used to break enemy lines, instill fear, and cause chaos. As the technology advanced, gunpowder found its way into rockets. These early missiles were a sight to behold, streaking across the battlefield like shooting stars, raining destruction upon the enemy. But the innovation didn't stop there. Soon enough, gunpowder was being packed into grenades. These handheld bombs were a game-changer, offering soldiers a new way to attack from a distance or defend against approaching enemies. Gunpowder revolutionized warfare not just in China but around the world. From flamethrowers to rockets and grenades, gunpowder has left an indelible mark on the history of warfare. What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? Ponder that as we delve into the Mongol invasion of the Song dynasty, spanning from 960 to 1279 AD. The Mongols, led by the indefatigable Genghis Khan, were a force to be reckoned with. They implemented fast-paced, horse-based warfare, which was a stark contrast to the Song dynasty's traditional defensive tactics. The Song dynasty, on the other hand, was the immovable object. They had fortified their cities with high walls and deep moats, relying on their superior naval forces to defend their waterways. However, the Mongols were relentless, employing siege warfare and adopting gunpowder technology from the Chinese themselves to breach the Song's defenses. Despite their valiant efforts, the Song dynasty eventually fell to the Mongols, marking the end of an era. The Mongol invasion was a pivotal moment in Chinese history, changing the course of its warfare forever. Finally, let's turn our attention to the Opium Wars. These conflicts, occurring from 1839 to 42, and again from 56 to 60, ushered in the era of modern naval warfare. The clashes were not just about opium, but represented a power struggle, with China's global standing at the heart of the dispute. The fallout from these wars dramatically reshaped China's place on the world stage. The Opium Wars marked the end of an era and the beginning of modern Chinese warfare.